Oh, hello there. Last time, if you remember, we spent some time in Otari gathering some information on Belcora. It was after that we went to see Rin, where I got to meet her for the first time, and she gave us a reading, a vision of a hidden pathway. With that new information in hand, we went back to the Fogfen, where Tulak and Fizzik went down to the workshop in order to release Borobov's soul. I stayed up on the first level and did a little investigating for myself. When they were down there, Tulak and Fizzik found a secret passage, which was the one Rin had shown us the vision of. They brought me down, and we went through the passage to discover a well-hidden secret room, which we decided to make our new sanctuary. It was after that we started exploring the Gauntlet a little more, and we found what was once a kitchen. It now had a statue of bones, a painting on the wall made with blood, and the corpse of Bad Leroy Brown. After investigating the painting, I found a secret door behind it, when a shadowy figure appeared, poised to defend its position.
It's no mystery that I love beer. I love it. I love it. I love it a lot. And it's not just my barely latent alcoholism talking. I love beer. Beer is like a hobby for me. I really, really love it. I know Scott's sitting there going, every time I say I love beer, or beer's a hobby, he's going, oh, he's actually just a snob. But no, I love beer.
Snob.
My love for beer started back home in a place I worked with, Duncan, known as Lemongrass. And there's an app that some listeners and people here might be aware of called Untapped, that released in like 2013, 2014. Yeah, and I got onto it because Duncan and I's old boss, Phil, kind of got some of us into it. And I've been in a loose competition with Phil ever since. And he's always been ahead. He was almost always ahead of me by a couple hundred beers, unique check-ins of beers on this app. And when I went to Australia, I was catching up quick. I was trying all kinds of shit as much as I could. And I got ahead of him, and I've been ahead of him for a while. And he just retied me the other night. And as of this moment, I am drinking my 3,000th unique beer, according to the app.
Snob.
I feel like you were expecting more of an applause for that or something.
Some fanfare.
I'm so stoked.
Yeah,
you're less likely to get an applause than an intervention here.
Yeah.
For the listeners, you should see the absolute shit-eating grin on his face right now.
This is the most public cry for help I've ever seen.
Well, he's drinking a beer that looks like the worst piss you can take in the morning.
No, I've specifically was like, I need to make sure it's a good, like, solid beer for 3,000. Arbitrary milestone, I get it, but there was something special about it, and especially since I was like really trying to keep in line with Phil. And I'm drinking a locally made Belgian style beer from Dagorad. It's called Burb Twerpen. It's part of their Entropy series, and it is an Abbey style triple, aged in bourbon barrels at a whopping 10.4%. And it's delicious. It's like caramel and butter and fizz and alcohol, and it's so lovely.
Oh,
and
nice.
And when he
brand.
says he's drinking, listeners, I'd like to remind you all that we're recording separately, and he himself
is drinking this 10.4%.
Yes.
So if this this episode gets a little messy, it's Daggerad's fault.
if I forget how anything works, it's because
You made
booze.
it, buddy. We're awful proud of you.
But it's beautiful. It is awfully.
That's not situational. That's just a T-shirt that he has. That's a caveat for his life. If he forgets anything, it's booze.
It's oh my god, there's some merch right there for the podcast.
I think that's just a chest tattoo.
Yeah, if you could remember to make that T-shirt, go ahead. But I'm not going to bet on it.
I'll make a note of it when we do the review at the edit. Maybe.
Yeah, you're going to have a post-it note that just says beer is good at the end of all of this.
No. Beer am good.
IR baboon.
I'm Weasel. Oh, that's a good cut. I love that.
That is a real deep cut. Do you guys want to explain that for our listeners? Anybody who's younger than 30?
Well, there was a show called Cow and Chicken. It was called Cow and Chicken, right? It was a cartoon. Yeah.
Wasn't that a spin-off of Ren and Stimpy?
No, but it wasn't by the same creator, but it was that kind of like early Cartoon Network, like early 90s fever dream fucking cartoons that
like,
we all grew up on.
Like certainly inspired by. It was like right in the same wheelhouse as Rocko's Modern Life.
Love that show.
Rocko's Modern Life,
yeah,
Eat the Cat.
Yes, Eat the Cat. Oh my god. Yeah.
The Wacky World of Tex Avery. All these really just fucked up. We should not have been watching these growing up, but
not at all. Late night Teletoon and whatever. Yeah. Oh, so good. And Cow and Chicken was so absurd. And was it Weasel and Baboon were like a show within a show, or like a sub show in the Cow and Chicken show.
Yeah, kind of like how Animaniacs had all their little different spin-offs, like Pinky and the Brain and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And it was just, absurdity, surrealism, just like ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And
the moral of the story being Freeman is an alcoholic.
Also, for the record, Weasel was voiced by Michael Dorn and Baboon was voiced by Charlie Adler. So, there's some shit there. Yeah,
I know Michael Dorn as Worf from TNG. Who's Michael Adler?
Charlie Adler. He's a very famous voice actor who took over for a lot of Chris Latta's stuff after he died. Chris Latta was the original voice of Cobra Commander, Starscream. He had that very very high-pitched, hissy, intense voice. So Charlie Adler did a lot of his stuff after he passed, specifically Starscream in the newer Transformers movie when you hear him talk at the end of the very first one. He also did a little bit of the stuff in the cartoon. And he did do, I believe, I'm prepared to be corrected on this, I do think he voiced Cobra Commander in the G.I. Joe Resolute series.
He also voiced in the animated series of Earthworm Jim.
Ooh, groovy.
Jim, right?
Yeah, he did Earthworm Jim, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Amazing. Nothing quite like cartoons and alcohol.
We're all adult human beings here.
I probably should be drinking that alcohol right now.
You're hungover. You literally need alcohol to recover. That's hair of the dog, boy. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, best way to get over a hangover is just to get drunk again.
I've got a personal theory that hair of the dog is a reference to like witchcraft and like Eye of Newt and this and that, whatever, and like in the curative potion or elixir of what ails you needs to come from the source in which you got your ailment. I have no idea if that's true.
Well, actually, the origin is that it comes from an old belief that someone bitten by a rabid dog could be cured of rabies by taking a potion containing some of the dog's hair.
Ah, nice. So I was mostly right by just guessing. Oh, that's so good. I love it. I love that. I think that's so fun.
So,
God, I'm an alcoholic.
Enjoy the rabies and the alcoholism.
There are a lot of phrases like that where the whole phrase doesn't get said nearly often enough.
Yeah. Into the frying pan.
Top of the morning to you.
Out of the frying pan?
Yep. Oh, out of the frying pan, sorry. Fuck. I've been drinking.
If any listeners are drinking right now, take a sip or pour a sip out for our boy Freeman, on the way to recovery.
You're going to need to recover in a moment.
Here we go.
When this ridiculous creature you've just uncovered kicks your ass, Sage Tulak.
And you will be a shadow of your former self when you come out of recovery.
Hey!
That's like a, oh man, how do you even describe that reference, that segue? Because you've metagamed your way into the segue of what we all essentially know and understand, but your characters don't, is you're about to fight a shadow.
I can think of 2 words that would be the appropriate response.
Which are?
Fuck you, Baron.
Hero point.
Yeah. Level up.
Oh my god. I don't know which comment made me laugh harder.
Level up was real good.
Fuck. No, I was more worried about how fuck you, Baron wasn't 2 words.
Yeah, I didn't want to mention it, but
Maybe in the East Coast, that's 2 words.
It's a Y apostrophe barn, I think, is how it's spelled.
we slur at the best of times in the Maritimes.
Damn ye, barn.
Damn you and slow.
Hark!
Oh shit. Well, let's just dive into it, shall we? We're gonna roll for initiative. You are
Fuck
fighting.
your brand?
You are fighting something, and I'm gonna place.
Oh my god, I love fiber.
Oh shit, we got him.
Oh god! I didn't even
The worst
see
part
that.
is we can't keep it in because there's no context to it at all.
None.
It's gotta
That's
go.
okay.
I'm editing it. I'm leaving it in.
All right. Good luck.
There will be a non sequitur of just fuck your brand.
This is Duncan from the future here, punching in. I just wanted to let you guys know that James typed this into the chat, and that's what inspired what's about to happen next. Let's watch, shall we?
I mean,
Brought
I'm
to
not
you
opposed
by
to it
Raisin
at all. This is explicitly not a paid ad.
Brought to you by Fruit Loops. Fuck you, Bran.
More like fuck you, Kellogg's.
Heard that though, like for real though.
Oh yeah.
Like for real. All right. Initiative. Give it to me. Fizzik.
How's a 19?
All right. Lady Gilda.
7. Wah, wah, wah.
7. Oh, Jesus. Tulak.
I have been avoiding notice throughout most of this, but I did not specifically say it again after we finished looting that altar. What say ye?
Perceptione, please.
You got it, you son of a bitch. 11.
All right. Combat starts. Beginning top of round 1. Fizzik. What do you got?
So the door in front of Lady Gilda is open, and I have clear line of sight on this shadow cutting a feminine figure in a pretty nice pantsuit. I'm not gonna lie.
Seriously.
It looks like a shadow of Hillary Clinton, to be honest.
Yeah, really.
It looks like she's only wearing the jacket, and the pants are just gently implied because they clearly turn into her ankles.
It's a suit jacket and some Spanx. We're all agreed on that.
Right.
Could I recall knowledge on this shadowy dame here?
You may, and for you, I will roll a. I mean, from your positioning, you don't even have line of sight, do you? Oh, you do a little bit.
I thought I did. I can
Yeah,
see.
you do. I will roll for you a religion check. You have no idea.
Okay. In that case, shit. Like, it hasn't really made any menacing moves towards us, has it?
All it's done
So-
is pop out of one of the alcoves of the sarcophagi in this narrow hallway. It's like floating above the ground, just barely, and right coming towards you, towards you as a group.
Am I able to sense motive?
Sure. That's going to be a second action, though, just so you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I don't want to just start blasting.
Sure.
Like,
Yep. As far as you know, it's coming to kill you.
okay, I'm going to start blasting then. I had already armed my fancy new crossbow with an alchemist fire.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I did.
Love
if
it.
you remember way back in the last episode.
I don't
listeners.
I remember.
Yeah, well,
Cheaters. A lot of them.
Remember the Titans.
remember the Titans.
Strong
all
side.
So you have an awkward line of sight here, although you do see it. But it's at least going to get lesser cover from where Gilda's standing in the doorway.
Oh, yeah, she's colossal. That was a 16 to hit.
No bueno.
Dinger, that's 3 actions. That's my turn.
Okay. That brings us to this creature, this shadowy creature, who will float forward and straight up to Lady Gilda, and with a hand, strike out for a 19 to hit.
No, sir.
You were defending, weren't you?
I certainly was.
You don't even need it, though. You're AC 20 now, aren't
My
you?
AC is 20 now. Yep.
Oh, you're a beast. Okay. And we'll strike a second time. We're 25.
Oof.
That is a hit.
Okay. And you take 11 negative damage.
I'm going to use my shield block there to reduce that to 3.
Does shield block only apply to physical strikes?
Yes, it does. Physical attack is how it's specified.
Okay. Oh my god, I actually don't know where the line on this is.
According to Archives of Nethys, it says when you would take damage from a physical attack. So I don't know how you want to rule that.
Physical damage includes bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, which you would guess. And this is an energy attack, so you cannot shield block it.
Okay. It may do energy damage, but it might still be a physical attack. But yes, I will respect.
So its ability is called. It's not a punch. It's called Shadow Hand. It is magical and it does negative damage. It is an energy attack, despite it being like an extension of its body. Yeah, it's not. Shield block won't work here.
Okay. Just so I've got the rule straight for later. Like, if somebody magic missiled me, would I be able to shield block that?
I don't think so. I think there are feats that allow you to do it, but standardly, no.
I hate that, and I will look into it. This I'm less likely to make a fuss about because I'm pretty sure this is an ethereal creature, and I'm fine with that.
Right.
But like magic missile, fireball, those are still physical attacks to me.
Yeah.
Okay, 11 damage.
All right, and that brings us to Tulak.
All right, Tulak will step diagonally to the southeast to be behind Lady Gilda.
Because Tulak just moved next to me, I'm going to Goblin Scuttle. 5
Nice.
feet north.
Hey, nice.
Okay, your reaction, go. Yep.
And then from there, Tulak would like to make a recall knowledge on this thing, using potentially, if you'll allow it, spirit lore.
I'll allow it.
All right.
Nice.
What's your bonus for spirit lore?
6.
Okay. You also have no idea.
All right, perfect. Great. Love that. And then seeing it back there, not knowing what it is at all, he casts tentacular limbs and his arms reach out in this black smokiness. Kind of like what she looks like, I suppose. Dark black smoke.
Okay. It's tentacular, by the way.
Tentacular. Okay, so his arms reach out in dark black smoke of... what did I say?
Tentacular.
Oh, God. Tentacle, tentacular. Okay. I'm just confused all the time.
All right, so you move, you recall knowledge, and you cast tentacular limbs. That's it?
Fair play, that's it.
Okay. Lady Gilda.
First action, I would like to also recall knowledge about this creature. We haven't learned anything yet, so even though it's going to stack, it feels like a good use of a first action to attempt it.
Religion check incoming. Still no clue.
Could I use my hero point to reroll it?
You may.
Okay.
Not a clue.
The identity of this ghost is as smoky and mysterious as the visage it presents.
Second action, I think I want to attempt a diplomacy check to try and get ourselves out of this combat if we can. I guess make an impression. What was the action that I want to take?
Yeah. What do you say and how do you roll?
I'd like to roll first and then role play what I roll if that's okay by you, but this might also be a close check.
All means. I did not mean that in the order I said it.
Okay, I just wanted to double check. I can never tell. These ones are kind of on the line for me whether or not they'd be a private check. So
yeah, I think this one's pretty open.
Okay,
why not?
So this thing just like reaches through her shield and touches her, and you know she feels that negative energy course through her. She just snaps back. Why would you do that? We've done you no harm so far. We're just moving through these hallways here, and we were hoping maybe we could either help you out or you could give us some directions by helping us out. I don't understand why your first reaction would be hostility. Now, if you'd please, just stand down for a second, and perhaps we can have a real and right proper conversation about what you need and about what we need and see how we can help each other. That was a 17 on the die. So a little confused, but mostly coherent.
Fizzik's gonna elbow Tulak and go like, "Oh, she's good."
Only Tulak understands the speech of Nekril
Yeah.
that says, I serve the lady and you are not welcome here. Death be upon you.
And Tulak just says to his companions, "She will not stand down. She will fight to the death. Attack now."
All right, she's going to try and punch that Miranda Hobbs haircut off her head then.
Karen-looking motherfucker.
That is a very bad roll with a 12 to hit.
Not going to hit.
All right, that's all 3 actions for Gilda.
Not a great first round, guys. Fizzik, what do you got?
Well, I got 2 shots left with the 1 bomb I had already loaded into that crossbow because I get 3 shots per bomb with this fuck off crossbow. So
good.
take 2 quick pot shots at the old lady in gray over there. How's a 19 to hit?
Not gonna do it.
Fuck you, Baron. Okay, so I got 1 more at a map -5. Not 1.
Oh, not going do it.
And as a last action, I will attempt 1 more recall knowledge on this spectral Karen.
Is there a reload on your crossbow?
Alchemical crossbow has the reload property of 1.
Reload property of 1. Okay, so you fired originally and then had to reload for your first action for the second round, fire, and then now you can reload again. So that nat 1's basically not going to count. But you have that third action to reload again if you want.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so you've spent 2 of the bomb. Makes sense?
I'm basically infusing bolts with alchemical reagents right now.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well,
so it still operates the same as a normal crossbow.
So equally ineffective. Great. I guess that's my turn.
But when it hits, holy shit. Okay, that's you.
Barely.
And, I mean, it's going to strike out again, Lady Gilda.
Okay.
31 to hit.
Holy
Yeesh.
fuck.
Not a crit, though, eh?
It is a crit because my AC is 20, but I'm going to use my reactive shield feat to, as a reaction, snap my shield into place to gain my shield's bonus to my AC, which would make it 22 to negate that crit.
Oh, that's going to be clutch. 14
Still might kill me.
Negative energy.
Yeah.
And it uses its next action to steal your shadow.
Jesus
which
Christ.
will give you the enfeebled 1 condition,
Cool.
reducing your strength-based whatnot.
Yep.
And will then strike a second time for a 13 to hit and miss. Tulak.
All right. Tulak will, with his tentacular limbs, reach over the shoulder of Lady Gilda and attempt to chill touch.
Okay. Cool. This is a fortitude save for me.
Yes, sir.
25.
Oof. All right. That makes it.
Anything happen?
Yes. So. Oh, no, it does not.
Okay.
So, unaffected, unfortunately. And then I guess he's just going to try another recall knowledge. No. Yes. Recall knowledge. Here we go.
Okay. Natural 20.
Hey!
You sneaky little calamari boy.
like that.
Finally.
This is a shadow. We've established that metagaming wise.
Yep.
Now you know in game 100%. You know that those who attempt to parlay with shadows might typically keep them at bay with a glowing weapon or some such. But in this case, it's not working. I'm going to give you 3 things. And I'm just going to go ahead and give you the 3 most important things. It has resistance to everything 5. Except force, ghost touch, and positive. And it has double resistance versus non-magical attacks. And that includes alchemical attacks.
Oh, fuck you.
It is immune to death effects, disease, paralyzed, poison, precision, and unconscious. And it does have light vulnerability, but it has to be magical light. And an attack with something that has magical light will bypass these resistances, or count as non-magical, more accurately. It will still have resistance 5. So, metagaming-wise, the fact that it's on Lady Gilda's shield is at her disadvantage right now.
Yeah.
Not her hand wraps. But it is undead and incorporeal. A lot of those resistances are coming from its incorporeal nature and immunities. But Lady Gilda does still have the advantage of her current status of, is it disrupting for undead?
Disrupting, for undead.
She still has that. But the light on her shield is not offering an advantage, sadly, based on the sets. And I'll throw another one in here. That Steel Shadow is, if it keeps stacking, it is a cumulative thing for Enfeebled, and once it hits a certain point, things will go south fast.
Yay.
All right, well, that is it for me.
You can't dispel and recast light on my hand wraps?
I would love to, but I'm out of actions.
Okay.
Lady Gilda, you're up. This is a proper hard fight. I'm throwing that out there now.
First action, she'll strike out with the hand wraps.
Okay.
Enfeebled 1, so that's only a +8 to hit. That is a 20 to hit.
Meat to beat.
Hey.
Nice.
Oh, thank
Fuck
Christ. That'll be 9 points of bludgeoning damage from the +1 hand wraps of Mighty Blows, and 6 points of positive for the disruptor.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, so that's a total of 15 with a -5 from resistances, so 10 damage.
Yes. Well, let me just look into that. I guess it's probably not positive damage.
Oh, sorry. It's even less. I'm sorry. It's even less than that. It's 5 damage.
Are the hand wraps magical?
Yeah, they are. They're a +1 with the rune
Oh, they're
on
magical
them.
themselves. Okay, never mind.
+1 in the rune
then it is 10
striking,
damage.
so I think they count as magical.
They do. Yeah, they do. You're correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So regardless of the light on the light would have provided an advantage if the hand wraps weren't already magical.
I wasn't too worried about that.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so it'll be And does she take the full 6 from the disrupting?
Yes. I'm going with yes.
Well, it's all positive, right?
Right. There's
which does bypass your
the
DR.
positive does bypass. Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah, that's why I was checking. Yeah.
Let's go with my gut, and it was right. I love that.
She will strike out a second time with the hand wraps. The map -4.
Come on, baby.
That is a 6 to hit.
Nope.
Oof.
And with her last action, I want to attack her, but I don't think I can. I will lay on hands myself and give myself 6 HP back.
Okay.
I'm hurting already, so.
Just a quick. It's not going to apply here, but a quick point of order, just out of curiosity. Does that have the manipulate trait at all? Laying on hands?
No.
Okay. Because of like the sort of thing that might like incur reactions possibly.
I put it in the chat. It just has the divine healing, necromancy, and positive traits.
Okay. Cool. That's actually pretty cool. It's not a spell cast. It's probably a really good under the radar loophole kind of thing to use regularly.
Yeah, and it only gives me 6 HP back, so it's not huge,
beast.
but it's it's enough to negate some of what she hit me for.
Totally. All right, round 3, Fizzik.
Yay.
Top of the order. What do you got?
How's Lady Gilda looking? You get hit pretty hard there.
She's just over half health.
Okay.
Those were 2 beast hits.
Fizzik's gonna drop the alchemical crossbow, draw his healer's tools from his bandolier, and perform a battle medicine on Lady Gilda. And probably
just so you know, that only takes the one action if they're in your
Yeah, if they're in your bandolier, you don't have to draw them.
right. Okay, yeah. So, but anyways, I'll have the alchemical crossbow on the ground.
Another thing too. It takes one hand only to use tools that you have ready to go in your bandolier, and you can free action hold your crossbow in one hand. You don't have to drop it. Take one hand off and apply your battle medicine.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
Like
There's a
it's
huge value to having the healer's tools in the bandolier.
like massive value. Yeah.
And the really good news is I just rolled a 12 on a crafting check for medicine.
What god you just upgraded it to?
12 total or 12 on the die?
It was a 2 on the die for a 12.
Jeepers.
Is that a critical
Just a fail. Yeah.
Dude.
I think I just got a lot of stuff to think about right now, because that sucks.
The upside is that it's literally impossible for you to crit fail unless you roll in that one at this point. So you have like a 5% chance at best to like damage somebody.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, if anyone's gonna beat the odds on this kind of shit right now, it's
There's a disproportionate amount of crits against my character.
It's crazy.
In either direction.
Except for that one episode. There was one episode so
Yep.
far. Well, and maybe this one too. Who knows? We'll see.
yeah.
You already crit me. I just negated it.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You rolled
Shit.
a 31 and I negated it with my reaction.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
All right. Well, single action didn't quite get it.
No.
What else you got?
Action the second, I am going to apply a ghost charge bomb to my alchemical crossbow
Ooh.
and fire it at the shady lady.
Okay. What's ghost charge do?
Ghost charge, because you so charitably told us that this obvious ghost was undead. A ghost charge deals 1d8 positive damage and 1 positive splash damage, and it only harms undead.
Okay. Cool. Fire it off.
You can't tell me what to do, but just because I want to. 16 to hit.
Missed.
Punk.
Yeah. Tough situation.
Yeah, so that's one action to attempt to heal, one action to infuse my crossbow, and one action to fire.
Okay.
And the rest of the turn will be spent in deep shame.
As per usual. The shadow will then have its turn, and its only goal is to kill. 21 to hit.
21 is a hit, but I'm going to use my reactive shield to negate that hit.
Again. Wait, you cannot.
Why not?
You only regain your reaction at the start of your next turn. Oh, wait. Never mind. I'm an idiot.
I'm
And
going to
I'm
raise
run-
my shield.
And I'm running
Use
this
my reactive
game.
He's drunk.
Don't worry about it. As soon as I pulled the creature stat block away and then like looked at the initiative order,
The
I was
turn
like,
order?
oh, I'm a dummy.
Yeah, listeners, lunatics are running the asylum right now.
Okay. Negated. Nice. Second attack. 28.
Yeah, that's a
Son
hit.
of a bitch.
8 negative damage, and it steals at your shadow again, making you enfeebled 2.
I'm going to want that compass when we're done here, Fizzik.
Oh, I forgot I had that.
I didn't, but
Tulak.
you're the only
What
one
do
who
you
knows
got?
what it is.
All right, Tulak, with his arms wreathed in black smoke, raises them into the air and fires 3 rounds worth of magic missiles right in this fucking face. So,
Wait a second. Did you realize that force damage is an exception?
yes, I did.
Hell yeah.
Are you using the wand, or are you just going with the...
I don't have the wand.
your spell level.
Yeah, I never specifically drew the wand, so I'm just going regular. So I got a 5 on the first one, a 4 on the second, and another 5 for a total of 14 force damaggio.
Nice.
Tulak au naturel.
That's some big hits.
Put that in your
That's
pipe
them
and
some big hits.
smoke it.
That's 2 3s and a 2. Oh, man. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. Lady Gilda,
Thank you, ma'am.
you're feeling a bit weak.
Yeah, she's not feeling great. She is going to attempt to hit. She's going to punch. That is a 19 to hit.
Miss.
Come on, man.
I want to use my last hero point to reroll that.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Punch his face off its face.
Boy. Oh, you should see James' face right now. He looks so cheeky. He knows
I'm
the risk.
terrified. I'm terrified, but I'm going to do it.
Oh boy. Okay, go for it.
That is a natural 20 for a 27.
He got me.
Suck it, Bar.
Oh my god. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so still Jesus. Okay, still resistance 5.
Yeah, so still 6 points of bludgeoning damage, so 1 point that goes through
okay.
for the punch. And then another 6 on the D6, so 12 points of positive energy go through.
Holy shit.
The chickens have come home to roost, Burn.
You have just laid. I mean, that was not great for your initial attack, but that 12. Oh, that 12 is huge. Okay. Oh my god, Foundry's in your favor all of a sudden.
But they don't. It doesn't go through the DR because they're magic hand wraps. Like,
it doesn't go through the resistance 5, but it does go through the non-magical DR. So it's still got DR 5 instead of DR 10.
It's DR 5 for everything, but it's double, and if it's not magical.
Got it. Okay.
So it is magical, so it's still DR 5, but the positive goes straight through. So that was a massive. Fizzik. What do you get?
No, that was my first action.
That's it? Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. My bad. What do you get? Holy shit.
Mara.
Okay, second action. I am going to use a feat and call upon the power of Aurori to help bless me and use free action Desperate Prayer. When you begin your turn with no focus points in your pool, you call it a Desperate Prayer and automatically recover 1 focus point. So all of a sudden, I now have 1 focus point in my focus pool. I'm going to use Lay on Hands against the shadow as my second action.
Wow.
That is a DC 17 Fortitude save, please, Freeman.
23.
Okay, so you succeed, but you are still going to take 1d6 positive energy. That's another 6, so that's another 6 points of positive energy damage.
And the shadow dissipates into nothing.
Damn.
As you destroy
Gilda
it.
throws up a lung.
Oh, man.
That was a hell of a turn, James.
Oh,
Holy
That was
fuck.
outrageous. Oh, man.
With her last action, she falls prone, just exhausted.
Oh, that was incredible. This thing could have fucked you up.
I kind of did. I'm enfeebled, too.
Oh, man. It was getting close to a lot worse. So-
I believe you. That's why I went with the Desperate Prayer and the Lay on Hands to try and just end it. If that didn't work, my next action was to take cover. Like a 5-foot step, take cover.
Oh, man. If nothing else in this entire podcast deserved a fucking hero point, that's definitely it. So you get one.
I don't think we've ever seen anyone be a hero like that before.
That was it's absurd.
That was wild.
Yeah, that was amazing. Oh, so stoked.
That nat 20,
yeah.
baby.
Absolute hero point for that.
Thank you. So back to 1 hero point, so I may not just outright die again. Oh my god!
High
I'm
risk, high
sweating.
reward.
That was awesome. Yeah.
We're at least taking 10 minutes, so I can A, get 10 HP back, and B, get my focus point back.
Oh, I thought you meant like in real life, so you could just kind of like savor the moment. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, let's always sit here and think about how sweet James's move was for 10 minutes.
Man, remember that time I rolled a nat 20?
Imagine seeing that. She's just got the shield up that's glowing. She just jabs at the shadow, hits it, bounces off, and then just stops, looks to the sky, breathes in, and then just presses her hand on it, and it fucking dissipates.
Dude, you were shadowboxing a shadow.
Yeah. And it's crazy because when the shadow was hitting you, its arms were going through your shield. And then you were just returning the favor in kind.
Yeah.
With you like
She is
wiggling
a
some
beast.
fucking tentacles over her shoulders the entire time.
Yeah.
Gilda is my hero. All right. We should figure out how to get rid of this enfeebled condition because it's not going to be great.
Yeah, enfeebled, eh?
Have you tried
Yeah.
believing in yourself?
Maybe a feeble grind will get through it.
I have not played Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 in quite a while, so.
Oh, that's funny.
The re-release is real good. I got it for my Switch.
Oh, I love that shit, man. Tony Hawk, like 1 and 2 and the soundtracks. Whew.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good. Have you guys played the remake?
No, I haven't.
They're really good.
You know what I saw on TikTok was a band who literally only plays the Tony Hawk soundtracks, cover band, and they're just popping off in popularity.
Nice.
Oh, that's fun.
Mm-hmm. Go to a concert, never heard the band, know every single song. That sounds like a party to me.
All right, I don't know how to get rid of the enfeebled condition. We could.
Sorry, I was not really paying attention. I was reading things and trying to ignore your nonsense about skateboarding that I don't care about. You are enfeebled, each one for each hour.
Okay.
So 1 per hour. Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to take 2 hours in this creepy room, but Gilda's not opposed to going into the Spy Master banquet room, the secret room from last episode, and spending a little time so she can heal back up. Like 2 hours, even without a trait wound, she'd be back to full health. So
Yeah. I
but
mean,
that's up to you guys.
if Fizzik can dangle his tiny little legs off the edge of that leather chair and pretend that he's a big fancy businessman, it will be great.
He certainly can. I mean, you guys can keep going exploring if you want to, but
You have the light.
Yeah.
I think the smart
split
move
the
is
party
for
again.
Gilda to take a couple hours here.
Well, should we just investigate the room that she was in first, and then we'll go?
Yeah.
Come
Okay.
on.
What could go wrong?
All right. Gilda shakily starts stepping down the hallway. I
Come,
guess.
Lady Gilda. We will rest after this.
Tulak is your bravery at this point. Lady Gilda, you are so like shaken and like your adrenaline must be pumping.
I think it would
at
be
this
gone
point.
by now, and like the full force of the enfeebled condition has like hit her. So like not only is walking hard for her regularly, but she's like using the walls to keep herself upright.
Yeah, but like you also like you punched out, you did these things, and then you like called upon your god, and like even if your natural adrenaline would have subsided, like you are probably feeling like you're in a bit of a pumped up state.
Definitely.
You know, yeah, totally, and you know right away. As you explore, like you see, you're hyper aware of your surroundings, whether in a defensive or offensive or divine nature, that you are in the southern side of the room that you once saw with the giant dead purple worm-like creature, and that's where the center of the lighthouse
She's
is.
also very happy to know, with that desperate prayer, it was the first time she's known for sure that Aurori hasn't left her behind for what she happened let Tulak do
Yeah.
with Borbo. So this is a big moment for her. You're not wrong.
100%. So that door ahead of you, you know where it leads to.
Tulak is searching this room as they come through.
That door leads to the room with the purple worm in it, the corpse. It's you know the one directly below the lighthouse, the one we've been looking for.
I do know the room that you speak of, and I'm glad that we found that this path leads there. It'll be good to know that from this angle we can't be flanked unless something else has come in there as well. I will do a quick search of this room and then we'll go rest. And you can gain your strength back.
Yes, that sounds like I could use a ration or two.
Anything in there, Barn?
No, there's a lot of sarcophaguses, but sarcophagi, but they're all like decayed enough that you can peek inside.
Sarcopha people?
Sarcopha persons. There's nothing available for you to loot. There are corpses inside, but nothing of value.
Copy that.
All right, we head back to the shadow table.
I'm still hung up on how bad those sarcophagus puns were. Fuck's sakes.
You can have those. You can take those home, present
if
them
you're
as your
if you're
own.
hung up, why don't you just sit in silence for a change? That'd be great.
How long are you?
Look, he's doing it.
Are you guys
Amazing.
okay taking 2 hours here?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yep.
we seem to be in a safe place. Tulak sits in one of those chairs in the other room, and slowly just kind of puts his hand into the pocket of bones on his belt and is just kind of running them through his fingers.
The beauty part now is as long as we rest, I don't need Fizzik to try and heal me.
I think you would be more comforted if I didn't.
Yeah, so just waiting there, I would regain 120 hit points.
I'm just here for moral support. It's fine.
Oh, true.
Did you get the... What was it you were saying about the
I want
compass?
the compass, but Gilda doesn't know about it. That's the thing.
Oh, it's not
Like,
in
okay.
my inventory. Where is that?
It's in the party inventory, but you identified it.
Okay.
So that made me assume you had it on you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what they say when you assume.
Uh-oh.
You look like a dick.
Episode title? Question mark?
Yeah, I mean, actually, that is a really good little compass there. So,
I mean, if you want it, you can keep it. But if I put the Aeon Stone in it, not only do I get the benefit of the 1 HP back every 10 minutes, every minute. I get -1 resistance to negative energy damage. So each one of those attacks would have hit me for 1 less, and I get the ability to just cast light on my own damn self.
oh, okay. So I understand all those words, and you don't have to tell me twice. So the compass is yours.
Okay, I'm gonna take the compass then.
He's taking the compass.
So you're
She's
saying
taking
there's
the
a chance.
Samsonite.
What's that from?
Dumb and Dumber.
Okay,
Nice Hooters.
so she will spend however long it takes to invest in the compass, which I think is 10 minutes,
I'm refocusing while I'm in the other room as well, by the way.
and then put the pearly white spindle Aeon Stone inside of it. So now you can have your own light spell, Tulak, and light your tentacles while you slap shadows around.
Yeah. That John Denver's full of shit.
You leave John Denver out of this. He's an international treasure.
All right, so we take 2 hours. Do we randomly encounter anything in those 2 hours?
You do not. You do not. You are in the safest space you can imagine other than in town. Even in town feels a bit dangerous at this point compared to how concealed these doors are.
And I would like to say that I closed the door behind us as we entered, so...
What are you guys doing for those 2 hours? Like I guess theoretically this would be a good time to do one of those PC recall knowledges on the research if you wanted to.
Oh, intriguing thought, Mr. James.
So we have 2 hours, so you could easily recall knowledge society on Belcora.
Oh yeah, I'm here for it.
Sure.
I imagine Gilda is just taking a nap on the table. That's why I'm not suggesting that I do it myself, because enfeebled.
This is one of those moments where I'm just so... I knew that, but in no way was I going to give it to you, and I'm so happy that someone picked up on it. Obviously, that's part of how the mechanics work, blah, blah, blah. So, hero point to James.
Oh, sweet.
I love that. It's just a tiny, tiny, itty-bitty thing, but it's so easy to not notice and pass over. So, fuck yeah. I don't even care what the check ends up being.
I mean, that is so apt because I was totally happy to let Fizzik just dangle his stupid little legs on the end of his chair.
Yeah,
and
right?
feel like king shit.
Fizzik
of Turd
in his
Mountain.
spare time is working towards lore business.
Yeah. Lore CEO. All right, who wants to roll a check on that, or whatever research you want to do? You still have Will-O-Wisps and Belcora, and no one's achieved any progress with Nimbleoth yet.
Tulak is sitting in the other room, and the other two are in the room adjacent to him, and he just has the onyx gemstone in his hand, and he's just kind of rolling it through his palm and his fingers, deep in thought, and thinking about where they are and what could have happened here. And we'll roll knowledge on Belcora.
Okay,
22.
that'll do it.
Nice.
That's a new milestone, I think.
It sure is.
Sure is.
New threshold for Belcora Haruvex.
And I would like to say that's only 1 hour, as that's the...
Yep.
And you were coming up on, your cap of current venues of information. But given the situation you're in and where you're at,
Is it urine?
You're in trouble.
I do that.
Fuck you, Barry.
No?
Yeah, you said do.
Okay, thank you.
No, we got it.
Give
We
you a
just chose to
handout.
ignore it.
Give you a fucking handout.
No, we just passed that one away.
God damn it.
We try to only acknowledge good or bad jokes, and that fell somewhere between the two.
You're not wrong. Yeah, you managed to, like, you know, you're sort of piecing bits and pieces of your memory together in your own research, and you realize that Belcora was, and it's quite obvious now, was born wealthy. Like, look at your surroundings. Look at what once was, you know? Born to a wealthy Haravex family in Absalom. And it's starting to ring a bell to you. And in the year of 4219 AR is when she was born. The Haravex family tree was brimming and sprawling with swells of sorcery, the strongest bloodlines having an aberrant strain. This provided the family with prestige as well as sorceress power, causing the Haravexes to marry within the family in order to achieve even more power throughout their lineage. They were successful, with the most powerful of their lineage living in Absalom approximately 500 years ago.
Are you suggesting that Tulak comes from a Chinatown kind of situation?
I'm not suggesting anything.
An Escape from New York situation, maybe?
Big Trouble.
Those are very different movies.
So
Yeah, they are. I just say
So looking at this here, she was born in 4219 AR. The lighthouse construction was finished in 4234. So with my shitty math skills, I think she's 15 when it was constructed or finished construction. And then it said that the most successful lived in Absalom about 500 years ago. And so it was finished construction 487 years ago. So basically they were the most powerful in Absalom right before they got here. Does that make sense to you guys, what I just tried to say?
Nope.
Well, obviously what I'm trying to say is they were in Absalom, they were powerful, then they had to leave for some reason, and then they came here and built this shit 500 years ago.
Or they chose to
I'm going
leave.
with the intro that we heard. This is me that knows this, not Tulak that knows this.
Belcora
gotcha.
was still a child, according to the lilting tones of Freeman's voice in the intro. I don't know if it's easy to gauge Belcora's age or longevity by her physical appearance, or, you know.
Well, we know for a fact she was 15 when the lighthouse was finished and 25 when the Rose Guard came at her.
Interesting. All right, well,
I'm going to go ahead and just throw emphasis on the last line I said. The most powerful of their lineage living in Absalom was approximately 500 years ago.
Yeah. So they, as a powerful family, were on their way out.
You are on the
okay,
right track.
so I have another hour. I'm just going to try to throw one more recollection at this just to see if I can finish off our current venues. 26.
Belcora again?
I shouldn't have because I just critted it, but there was only 1 point left. So, but I just wanted to cap it off. But
Fucking dropping rocks out here.
yeah, no shit, eh?
I don't think you critted it. Do you have Absalom lore?
Oh, sorry, my bad. It's not 15. No, I do not. So it's just regular. Okay, perfect.
It is just a static, yeah. But still, you have reached, with contemplation, you have reached the peak at which you can discern about Belcora Haravex for now. I gotta ask, how do you guys now, at this point, feel about the research this
I really love it.
I like it.
Especially since you updated Foundry with having like the real-time tracker of being able to see where we are progression-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be a little more informative, yeah. My original worry was that it would be a little bit too metagaming, but I feel like it's been more engaging that you guys know where your current status is at.
Yeah, it would be way too nebulous if you didn't put it in Foundry. Like I've always been enamored with the system, but I was worried about the execution of it. But the way you've decided to execute it with the use of Foundry it's prevented it from being nebulous, and it's been fantastic.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, very early on, I realized, like, in our recordings, that I was like, it's not quite working. I need to do something. And I was like, I just need to give more away to the players and trust that they'll keep that separation of player and character. And you guys have done a great job of that. And I think it's really cool because, like, you now know you have 9 out of 24 for Belcora, but you also know that you have no more room to explore and research. You have to find something else to expand on that. And I think that's a really cool part of that system that should be just on the table. You know, this is where metagaming matters. Is where it makes the most sense in the actual play.
It would also be very difficult to keep track of in person.
Oh,
like
so hard. Yeah.
Like you'd need a spreadsheet just for the research system. So this is the execution has a lot more to do with the effectiveness than the actual system itself. So kudos to you for the execution.
Thank you.
It really makes 100% difference. Anybody who's doing the research system should reach out to Freeman and ask him about how he's done it, because there's I cannot envision another way to do it, much less.
We had 1 or 2 sessions where you had first introduced the research system, where we were,
and there was mass confusion.
we were kind of lost. But then when you kind of see it like laid out like you have, where we have such easy ways to keep track of it now, it makes it that much more rewarding, where you feel like you're earning all the bits of story pieces that you come into from
awesome. I mean, I'm so glad to hear that. What I will say to anyone listening is that these are not included in the adventure. I built them myself, but I used the Malevolence shorter adventure from Paizo as a basis to understand how it works, and then I chose what I should and should not be available based on this adventure, using that as a foundation. And so I would happily converse with anybody about how it could and can work, and exchange ideas. But yeah, I immediately saw the value in it when I started reading Malevolence, and it was just before we started recording this, and I was so eager to put it in. I saw the value in the long term, and the execution wasn't perfect to start. But once I realized what was happening, I realized I had to put a little more transparency into it, and it's been working really well. So I feel like I felt like it was, and you've now all just told me it's working really well. And I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked that it's working well.
And listeners, if you do reach out to Freeman, ask how he is. How his struggling alcohol addiction's going. Just, yeah.
Yeah, before you get too big for your britches, I do have to say, fuck you, Baron.
Okay, well, you've rested 2 hours. Got some progress there. That was great.
Well, Fizzik didn't get to do any research, did he?
I mean, he was quite happy, just like dangling his
sure, all right, there. Yeah. Cool,
but you know what?
Yeah, it's up to you guys.
Twist my little goblin arm, why don't you? Was that a guinea pig noise?
That was me, like, twisting something that was, like, rubbery.
Okay.
Like a guinea pig.
Yeah. I guess you just said we're out of research areas for Belcora, huh?
Yeah, but there's still Nimbleoth.
You have reached your capacity.
Nimbleoth would be good.
Nimbleoth.
Would that occultism for Nimbleoth?
It's actually going to be a religion for basic stuff. Otherwise, you could do academia or library lore or outer god lore.
None of those sound good. So religione it is.
Or you could gather information, diplomacy.
But you can't where you are.
No, he's not going to stop dangling those legs off that big leather green chair. He's just going to sit there and contemplatively think about Nimbleoth while rolling religione.
You mean contemplatively?
Don't correct me, Baron. That's a 24 on religion.
Hey!
Oh, yeah, that's gonna give you a point for sure.
Well, that's a feather in my cap.
And ain't that lovely? Ain't that lovely? No threshold.
We're on the board,
in case you were wondering. But yeah, it's progress.
Yeah. I mean,
all right, cool.
Baby steps.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, we're no longer Nimbleost.
Ooh.
Oh my God! What is
boy!
Wrong with all of
my God!
So much.
Jeez.
So many things are wrong.
Sweet Nimbleoth. I can't handle this. All right.
Sweet
Is that it?
Nimbleoth. Fuck you,
you
Barn.
want Fizzik, go for a second one. Go for a second one because we're here for 2 hours.
Another Nimbleoth, eh? I guess that's
It's like it's in line with what James's confusion with how I laid it out with like the 1 action or 1 hour. Like if you're just sitting there in contemplation, we can assume it's 1 hour instead of a single action. But yeah.
How's a 2-1 to die for an 8?
That's no good to me at all. You're a complete failure at most things in your life.
The only thing you find out is that she is a gymnast who likes heavy metal, aka a nimble goth.
I love you, buddy, but how long have you been sitting on that
About
one?
48 seconds.
Yeah.
And my delivery stunk too.
Just
What the fuck is wrong with you?
no, loved it. It was so perfect. Like
As the proverbial god for all intents and purposes, we are moving on. This is not okay. Okay, you're done resting. You've done your contemplation. You've quote unquote researched. I'm over it. We're
You
moving
sound kind of
on.
nimble cross right now.
Moving on. Shut up. Moving on. It's not a thing. Okay, I'm done.
that was the best one so
I didn't
far.
even hear it. I don't care. I'll laugh
know.
at it in the
You'll
review.
hear it in the review.
Honestly.
You'll hear it in the
Okay?
playback.
Not
It's
interested.
fantastic.
Moving on.
Tulak comes into the room and turns to Lady Gilda and says, how are you feeling? Do you feel like you can go on?
You know, my strength's returned pretty aggressively. It turns out there might be some merit to the afternoon siesta after all, you know?
I've never had a problem with it before.
Said Scott, not Tulak.
Tulak never sleeps.
Shall we carry on to the door to the north of the makeshift shrine there? Or?
I believe that is a good choice.
Okay. I mean, there's plenty of other doors for us to go down, but seems like the appropriate one.
Fizzik, let's go.
Fizzik will very begrudgingly lift himself off of this chair that he's so enamored with.
He just slides off of it.
So we head to the door to the north above the shrine, and Gilda listens at the door.
Not a sound.
And Tulak detects magic.
Not an inkling.
Let's move forward.
She opens the door.
You open a door to a 20 by 10 foot room. Only a few fragments of shelving appear on one side of what was obviously a pantry, comparing to the previous room, which was once, obviously a kitchen of some sort. To the northeast is a door, and to the northwest is a door.
Could I search the shelves, given secret doorways opening previously?
Yeah. You do not see anything out of the ordinary.
Gilda opens the door to the northeast.
And you discover yet another stairway leading downward.
And Tulak pops the door to the northwest.
Another narrow hallway that leads to and gives you the smell of water and must and moss and flora. But you can see quickly that there are some decayed and abandoned boats ahead of you, as if it might be part of that passage south of where you came in via the boat originally. There's also a door midway through this hallway that is to the south.
Tulak walks down the passageway and detects magic at the door.
Loads
Ooh.
of magic.
He pulls out the wand of magic missile and drops his position down in an attempt to avoid notice.
Gilda, a little dejected at seeing yet another staircase down, closes the door and looks toward Tulak in his tactical stance.
Mm-hmm.
I guess is probably the best way to put that.
And then he points towards the door, and as she approaches, he says, "There is much magic behind this door."
She will take the defend action as she's coming down that hallway towards him.
And Fizzik is going to load his crossbow with another alchemical fire.
Nice.
Okay. Is that your third bomb in the crossbow at this point?
Yeah, third bomb.
And she opens the door.
Cannot.
Oh.
Appears to be locked.
What's it made out of?
It's a properly solid wooden door, but it is well preserved compared to the others. And you could force it open with an athletics check, but it is specifically locked. So a thievery check to pick a lock would also possibly.
Well, I don't want
help.
to tell any tales at a school here, but got some of these thieving tools. little bit trained in thievery.
Sure.
All
yours,
is
bud.
that Fizzik's new voice?
No, this is my surly narrator voice, who is in the back of
Okay.
Fizzik's head all the time. He's unsure of the accent.
Fizzik, in his own theater of mind, is played by the Duke.
He's basically got Sam Elliott in the back of his head.
Yes. I'm firmly convinced that a younger Sam Elliott should be playing Tom Marilyn in the Wheel of Time series. Spoiler alert.
Why a younger Sam Elliott? Tom Marilyn is old as fuck.
Right, but but also Sam Elliott is like pretty old at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
Sam
just
Elliott's been old
a
since Tombstone.
Slightly younger Sam Elliott would have been perfect for the description. Like literally spot on. And I'm a bit chuffed about the guy who's playing him is great. He's actually done a really great job, but it's not the image I have in my head at all. And Sam Elliott would have done it the most perfect justice, I think. Anyway,
I don't think
yeah.
I've ever seen anybody in my head other than Sam Elliott play that role because of that
Right.
that
Oh,
wicked
it's
mustache.
all about the stash. There's no
That he
stash in the
often
series.
blows out,
Sorry,
like,
guys. There's
yeah.
no stash in the series, and it's the dumbest thing in the world.
Really?
It
There's no
pisses me
stash
off.
in the series?
There's no stash. There's
How does he
zero
blow out
stash.
his mustaches?
He's got a beard.
Like,
He's got a fucking. No. We're not going into it. I'm
right.
annoyed by it.
He's just
he's
a
still
dill.
really
Fizzik.
good.
pick that lock.
Pick that luck. Yeah.
I didn't take knock,
Does
so
he still have his sweet patchwork cloak?
Who?
Not as good. Not as good as you'd think. But it's still there. All right, Fizzik, you're picking the lock.
Buddy, am I? With a 26.
ooh,
That'll do it.
Hot
That'll
damn.
do it.
I'm just a sneaky
That'll do
little
it.
gab.
That a buy?
We finally found what Fizzik's little hands are good for.
Well, no, I'm not even going to go there. You'd want me to cut it anyways.
Meow.
You crack the door to an octagonal chamber that is adorned with swirling runes carved into the stone
Ooh.
and then filled with dull, silvery metal. The floor is polished smooth, as is the ceiling 10 feet above.
This is our safe space.
Yeah. Checkpoint.
And it is exceptionally reminiscent of the very tiny portal chamber that you found on the first level, except this is 15 by 15 essentially in the octagonal portions.
The teleportation closet versus teleportation room.
Right.
I wonder if these act as elevators. Like, if that's the point, like maybe they just act as elevators between levels.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
So you step in the middle of it? That's why. What?
Nope, I was not paying attention.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Right into the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tulak just ventures in, calls it a day, has a dump in the corner.
There we go.
No big deal.
I stopped paying attention. I was trying to figure out how to put the light spell on myself. Light goes off of you and onto me, and you can use the compass.
Yeah, she will spend an action to activate the compass, the command word.
Okay, can I do like a knowledge check on this? Is there like what's the word?
Arcana.
Okay, I got +6.
Yeah, okay. I will attempt to aid with my cooperative nature. I do aid with a 21.
Yeah, I mean, Tulak, you know for a fact, like this is exactly what that tinier room was. You could tell by the grooves in the walls and the stone, the fact that they are currently still filled with silvery metal. The one above was, you could tell there was scrapings and bits and pieces left behind, but it was scraped away to the degree that it was irrecoverable, right? This is fully intact. This is usable if you know how to use it. And as a spellcaster, you know that it requires the knowledge of a particular ritual. And you don't have that knowledge.
Do I know what it's called?
Interpretive dance.
It is called Teleportation Circle.
Got it. Do I know if they can go anywhere, or do they have direct links to other ones?
Absolute direct links to other ones.
Okay.
It's not
It's an elevator.
Elevator.
If I put this here, I can go wherever I want. They are linked together.
And can you make your own new one that could come
You
here.
certainly can, but it's an extraordinary cost and effort and time.
Okay. I'm just wondering, like, if we could stick one somewhere in Otari.
Griffin McElroy, if you're listening, this is the solution to your fantasy elevator problem.
Welcome to Pathfinder.
And there's nothing else in the room other than that, eh?
That's it. It is clean and bare and beautiful. Honestly, tremendously beautiful.
Does he know how to activate it?
There's no idea. Nope.
Okay.
No, because I need that spell.
He knows there's a ritual towards it. Yeah, but
Oh, it's a ritual to use, not to create. Got
Yeah.
it. Okay. Okay, got it.
And what I will say too, I'll put this here now in advance. A ritual in Pathfinder 2nd Edition is something that is not required. You do not require a spellcaster to do it, even though it's a magical thing. So that's like kind of in the circumstance in which like the whole party's none of them are proper magic users and don't have spellcasting, appropriate properties or abilities. You can still do rituals, and there's tons of them, and they have lots of things attached to them. In this case, it is a ritual-based thing, and you need to know the details of said ritual in order to utilize what is here.
All right. So Tulak heads out of there, realizes that to the west of them is a room full of boats that has a path that leads down, which they never went to, and he is just he is just figuring out that it potentially leads down towards that room that they heard the scratching.
Just one big circle.
Yeah.
I mean, it's certainly in that direction. You're not wrong.
He motions to Gilda and Fizzik to follow.
And they
We
too?
agree, so we do it. And she starts heading down that narrow pathway, all the while taking the defend action.
And I am still avoiding notice.
As you travel down this extremely narrow, damp hallway heading south, Gilda finds what appears to be the outside of a crumbling wall, and with a relatively broad opening into a room similar to the rest of the dungeon. This little hallway is like, mud and stone and roots coming through. It appears to be dug out of the ground and earth and not finished. When she steps through the threshold, a sofa-like throne made out of an old mattress can be seen in the center north section of this room. Several pieces of reconstructed furniture and dozens of bones sprawl across the northern side of the room. A narrow rivulet of muddy water trickles from a narrow tunnel to the south and forms a puddle in the center of the room. You also see a robe-adorned Morlock sitting on the throne, whose eyes turn straight towards you. And there's another Morlock who seems to be just sort of picking away at the rubble and the bones next to the throne. And as this robe-adorned Morlock looks at you, it speaks. It doesn't seem to be perturbed by your presence at all.
Does anyone understand the language?
Nope.
No, it's undercommon. We established that in the last episode.
Oh, right. Okay, well, Tulak will cast Comprehend Language.
Nice.
Holy shit. Okay. Qu'est-ce le details? That's French, sort of, listeners.
It's not.
It is.
It was an attempt.
Sort of.
So, the target can understand the meaning of a single language it is hearing or reading when you cast a spell. This doesn't let it understand codes, language, couched in metaphor, and the like. If the target can hear multiple languages and knows that, it can choose which language to understand, otherwise choose one of the languages randomly. So basically, I can understand for 1 hour.
Amazing.
Karnak, when the walls fell. TNG reference there.
So, yeah, Tulak will step around the corner and say, "Could you repeat yourself, sir? What do you mean?"
And you hear the words, "Have you come to become sacrifices to the Ghost Queen?
or prove yourselves worthy of her in front of Grawl Gust.
And we'll see you next time. Stemming the Tide is an actual play podcast of the Adventure Path Abomination Vaults and is produced by the Uncharted North Network. Stemming the Tide uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc., used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Stemming the Tide is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. Music is composed by Will Savino and artwork by Greyhood. Stemming the Tide is recorded remotely using Foundry Virtual Tabletop. If you wish to connect with us or support this project and projects to come, we can be found at unchartednorth.ca, patreon.com/unchartednorth, and on all major social media platforms. Links to all credits can be found in the episode description and our website. Thanks for tuning in.